Hi guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a flip through of my journal. Mostly a reading journal, also has a few other bits in. I've got my old ones here to show you sort of where I've got ideas from and what I'm changing. So let's just kick straight in. So first of all, I do have the exact same journal, I just went for the black one instead of the brown one, so it looks a bit different. The sticker is I Could Murder a Podcast, who are a true crime podcast. Good times, go watch them if you don't know who they are. So when I first started journaling, I was really creative with it. I first started in August 2018. You see, you don't have to start at the beginning of a year. I started in August. But I would put a lot of effort into the pages, like this whole September spread was all with the trees, and then, you know, make it all fit, make it all make sense. This is also something that I've brought back, but we'll talk about that in a second. January spread, I really enjoyed doing this. This also shows how good this paper is, to be fair, because there's a lot of black and it doesn't go through. But yeah, I put a lot of effort in, and then it sort of went downhill and I stopped putting so much effort in. April. My favourite was July, so I did it all like, this is July 2019 I believe, and I did it all like old school games, so you got Tetris here, and then this was posting on Instagram. Worms with the TBR. I had asteroids with the videos that I put on YouTube. Here, little pong down here with what I read and what I hauled. Mario. Even around these bits, look. Pac-Man, and then last Sonic. I did attempt to draw Sonic, but I was like, you know what, it's fine. So yeah, so that's pretty much where I was originally. My favourite page in here being this spread, which was just for a readathon. Look how much effort I put in. This was just for a readathon. This was for a graphic novel readathon, and I made it into a comic and drew each thing that I was going to read for the readathon. Anyway, it went from this to this. Kind of a bit of effort. So look, April, it's the same thing over and over again. May, same thing. June, same thing. Just turn into one colour for each month, and it did what I needed it to do, but it's also really boring, you know what I mean? So I wanted to go back to actually putting a little bit more effort in. And I've also put a few starter pages in that I didn't have before. So let's actually get into this. So first of all, I've seen this page, a lot of people do like a specific page where they put all the lines on that they need. For me, that felt like I would never use it, but I saw this somewhere. I can't remember whose video it was because I watched loads. But basically, this way round, it's got all of the sections that you need here, and then you turn it round, and it's got all of your sectioning off this way, and it's just a lot easier if you want to like do boxes, a certain amount of boxes, or you want to split your page a certain amount of ways. This is very, very useful, and I just put some washi tape over there to keep it in. So we have the starting page, just a bit of paper. I have loads of stickers, loads of bits of paper that I've never used, so I've like, right, I'm going to put some more effort in. So here we have, this is my 2022 TBR. I've seen a lot of journals where people put a bookshelf on and then add the books as they're doing them. For me, I don't like that because it would really annoy me if I drew loads of books and I either didn't use them all up or I needed to put more on and there was no space. That would annoy me. So I put specific books on here. I know that's the books that's on my 2022 TBR, and then I colour them in as and when I read them. And for this journal, I'm colouring in the same similar a colour that's on the cover, the main. So in previous journals, I've just coloured whatever colour, but in here, I'm putting more effort into colouring them sort of the same colour as the front cover. Here, I'm doing a best book of the month thing. Again, I've seen other people do this battle of the books thing where they do the best book of the month each month, and then they have like a fight against each other, and it's like the best book of them, and then those ones have a fight again, and then it turns up with their best book of the year. For me, that doesn't work, because what if I read one 5-star book in January and like 3 5-star books that were all better than the one 5-star book in June, but I can only pick one of them? How is that then your best book of the month? It's not, for me personally. I don't understand how that would work, the battling of books, because some months you read only average things, other months you read loads of really good stuff. So just like this, I'm going to draw a little picture in here that represents the book that was the best one and do that for every month. Here we have TV shows. So this is something that I did do last year. So I've not finished these ones, but last year I did it like this. So there was only 6 TV ones. So I had to sort of colour in something that stood out in these 2 months and then these 2 months. So this time I've done it all for every month. And then here I did have one a month for the films. Just draw a little picture of the film. It's just a fun time. So yeah, I've got enough TV ones to put one TV thing in every month. I think I'm going to just write the name in it in this little section down here. And then a film one as well. So I only watched one film in January, so it will have to be that one. That happened sometimes last year as well, it's fine. Series tracker. As you can see, I started quite a few series, so I need to get them read. I finished one so far. I DNF'd another one and gave it away, so it's not too bad looking at it like this, to be fair. I did get quite a few read last year. So we have the Buzzword-A-Thon. So this is a readathon that Kayla over at Books and Lala does. So the way I've done it is I've written down all of the different prompts for each month, and in here I've written down some potential picks that I own already, just to give me a bit of an idea, and then whatever I read I'll put it in the bottom here. So this one I've already decided this month I'm going to read I Have No Secrets for the pronoun one, so I'll just put it in there in a bigger font. Here we have my ratings page. So these are things that I've not put in my journals before, but I thought it would be a bit of fun to like spread them out and put things specifically at the front. Again, I've not filled this in yet, but I'm just going to write in how many of each rating I had for each month. And then here I'm going to do a bar chart or some sort of chart. At the end of every year, I do a video where I go through all of my stats and stuff and put up bar charts and pie charts and all that. So I thought it might be a bit of fun to glue them in here as well, or draw them out, whichever way I end up doing it. So here we have the genres. I kind of wish I probably shouldn't have done graphic novel as that random gold colour, because it's just going to be everywhere, because I read quite a few graphic novels. Even though some of the graphic novels are fantasy and some of them are contemporary, I've decided to put graphic novel as a separate thing. Again, I'm going to be putting some sort of bar chart here. We have the key down here. I have fantasy, contemporary, graphic novel, thriller, non-fiction and sci-fi. Thriller, I'll just put in anything else that's like horror or that sort of stuff. And then fantasy, I'll probably put in anything that's like paranormal or anything like that. It's really easy to break down stuff into even more and more categories, but I try to just keep it down to as low as possible. And then I also have an age range one here. So we have middle grade, YA, new adult and adult. As you can see, middle grade is 1, YA is the burgundy one, and adult is the greeny one. Not very many new adult books in general, so that would probably be my least coloured one. And then again, the space for a graph afterwards. Here, similar vibes, but I've done a circle here because I'm going to just do them in pie charts when it's done. So we have author things, we have male, female, non-binary and multiple. And then we have BIPOC, white, multiple and unknown over here. Well, a fun thing, the first 4 books I read in January was one of each of these, so that was kind of fun. But yes, that is the authors. Here is just a little bit of a stats to keep an eye on my TBR. It's not something I'm actively got like a certain number on that I want to put it as, but I thought it'd be interesting to keep an eye on it. So in January I started with 215 books on my TBR, my physical TBR. I ended up with 205, and then I read 12 books, I hold 6, and then the pages read as well, 3,236. So obviously within here with the books read, I did a reread. I read some books that were on my Kindle, so they didn't count for here, but I also unhauled a few books as well. So yeah, that's just something to keep an eye on that. And here again, I could just do a little stats type of thing here. So now we're getting into the actual months. So as you can see, I wanted to put a little bit more effort in again, because I really enjoyed doing like actual drawing and doing fun themes for each month. So as you can see, January's theme was mushrooms, because why not? I've also started doing the little Dutch door, I think that's what it's called, the little flappy thing. And under here I have my YouTubes, the calendar, and then I also write which days I upload on YouTube, just for a bit of fun. Over here is my read books. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I've tried to colour them in the colour that's similar, or one of the main colours on the front cover, so it makes a bit more sense. Randomly, just for no reason, the January scroller box fit in with the colour theme, so that was always a bonus, so I put that there. Over here we have my hold books, and these just accidentally all look like the same sort of colour palette. And over here it looks a mess, but I also kind of like it. Is all the music I've listened to. It's meant to look like CDs, but also I just draw them really scrappily freehand. Maybe I should put more effort into doing them square, but it's fine. It's got an aesthetic, and the aesthetic is a mess, but it's fine. So some of them I do as the full CDs, sometimes I do them as stacks, sometimes I do them sideways. Certain artists are grouped up together if I listen to loads of stuff at the same time. It's just a bit of fun. So over here we have my watch list. So over here I've done a full page for Law. It was a group read for a book club thing, and I also did a buddy read of it. So I thought, hey, why not do it as a full page? First of all, I started freehanding this, and then I was like, what is the point? I'm going to write all over it anyway. So I just traced the book cover, did it in grey in the background, and then wrote over it. I quite like this page. I think I'm going to do more pages of specific books. I know some people in reading journals will review every book in the journal, but I just do that on Goodreads anyway. So in my first journal I did this page, which was for Illuminate. So this says Illuminate in binary code, and then I just did like a drawing of it. There's words around the outside. It's very scrappy, but I really liked just doing a page for a book. This was a buddy read, so I thought I'd put some effort in and make it a thing. There was one other buddy read I did as well, I think. Yeah, so The Shock of the Fall, and then I did this picture and I coloured it in thumbprints for no reason. But I just like doing certain pages if I'm doing a buddy read or if I'm doing a book club pick. Next up here is my TBR. So I did my pairs TBR. When I was doing this, kind of annoyed that I got the king out twice because I had to draw him twice. But yeah, if you didn't watch that video, this probably makes no sense. But if you did, then it might do. And then I just coloured it in the little blue thing when I read the books. Let's head on over to a message from one of the spons, and then I shall be back with February. Well, there's a massive pile of lazy sods and no help at all, are they? No help at all. You guys, you're meant to help me get retention and make people carry on watching, but you're all just asleep. You're not. You're cleaning yourself. Good boy. Little hidden kit. So yeah, subscribe if you want more of these. They might actually do something one time, but today is not that time. And then moving on to February, like I said, I've got all these little random things, so I started to make a bit of a thing out of it. Similar vibes, but different. Again, here's where my YouTube's going to be. Here's where my books that I've read is going to be. We have my hold page, my music page, which is going to fill out over here, because I'm not going to haul a crazy amount of books. I have my watch list here. I'm thinking, I don't know whether to put a random thing in this page, do another book like the law page, or what, but I do know the page after I'm going to do a specific page for my TBR. So a few years ago when I started doing my Scrabble TBR, I did this. Oh, it's also February, that's kind of fun, where I use these stickers. A Scrabble TBR, I still have these stickers, so I'm going to use them in this journal and do something similar but a bit more fun, because this is a bit boring and that was a bit of a mess. But yeah, I'm going to do something similar in here for this month's TBR, and then that's going to be February done. And there we go. I don't know how interesting this was, but there is my journal so far. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this video, or if you've seen anything that you might implement in your own journals now you've seen it. Tell me your thoughts on the book battle thing that seems to be in everyone's journal. Do you agree with me that you can't really just battle the books that you've picked each month, because you might have some better books in other months? I don't know, let me know down below. If this is your first video by me, you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others, and if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video.